Quick reset.
Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
Is that better? Welcome back. eSIMstudios YouTube live stream podcast, YouTube channel, whatever you want to call it. Much better? Sweet. Okay. Now, I have a lot of Samsung heavy news today. I was mentioning that it's not one thing, it's something else. Today is the very last day of pre-order sales for the S26 series. Now, I'm not your typical YouTuber. I'm not going to tell you, oh, today's the last day of pre-orders. Go down in the link. I'm not trying to pimp and sell you a Samsung phone. If you want to buy one, buy one. If you don't. I don't really care, quite honestly. And you shouldn't either, right? I've seen, and look, I don't watch a lot of YouTube channels, but I've watched a couple of things on this S26 Ultra. Man, there's some YouTubers out here trying to pimp Samsung out like it was on the Las Vegas Strip. You know what I'm saying? But we are a Samsung heavy show today. As I mentioned, today's the last day of pre-order. Tomorrow, the 11th, you can go walk in Best Buy, Carrier, and walk out with the phone in hand. Now, I may get interrupted again here shortly because I'm actually waiting on a delivery of an S26 Ultra that's apparently right down the street from UPS. So you got the S25. Well, we're about to go in it. So I want to bring you're asking, so what's different? Why should you buy it? I mean, again, I'm not trying to sell you one, but if you're asking me just for the difference, the cameras appear way better. Now, I don't have mine. Mine's about to be delivered, so other people in my household have them. In the pictures they've shown me, I've taken some pictures with my S25 Ultra, with their S26 Ultra, hold them up together, it's way better. Now, technically, it's the same hardware, it's the same sensors. I don't know. I'm like, well, why couldn't they have done this like a year or two ago, right? I mean, technically, it's the exact same sensor. It looks better on the S26 Ultra. I don't know what they did, but look, I'm going to start going out tomorrow and testing mine. I'm going to get mine here in a minute, set it up after the stream, do all that stuff. So the cameras appear better. The the CPU, it's a much better CPU than the S25 Ultra, but I'm not saying the S25 Ultra CPU sucks. You can do anything on the S26 Ultra you can on the S25 Ultra. It'll just render videos better, faster, compile 4K videos a little quicker, and probably better performance when it comes to gaming. But I mean, look, there's really not that much of a difference. So I'm kind of shocked at these sales numbers that we're seeing. We're about to get into it. They're like blowing away anything they've ever done before. So I think not a lot of people are upgrading that have the S25 or S24. I think it's a lot of people that have the S23, S22, S21, S20, even Note buyers. Samsung, if you go on their website, they have huge trade-in deals, huge trade-in values for the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. I mean, hundreds of dollars. Samsung will give you more for your Note 20 Ultra than you can sell it for on the street. So I think you're seeing a lot of users that have older devices just saying, screw it, let me, go get a new one. Hey, how's it going? Hello, pleasure to see you here today. Thank you for joining us. Now, hello. Now, we are going to get in the sales numbers. It's not going to be a long live stream. I got to get out of here here in about 20 minutes. Now, I do want to go over some issues that are arising from early deliveries, and people have started getting their phones as of like Friday. I think Saturday was the first time I've seen. Friday was the first person I saw on Reddit that got their phone delivered. So you'll see deliveries all week, and I want to make sure if you ordered one that you look out for a couple things and what you can do to potentially I don't know, fix it, or what your options are, right? Let's get in some very, very exciting news. Speaking of potentially upgrading to the S26 Ultra, if you're kind of on the fence, you're going to want to potentially hold out, because we have huge news that nobody even knew was coming, right? And something we talk about all the time. So, hey, what's going on, man? Locked and loaded. Pleasure to see you here. Anything on battery? Anything on the battery that lower on the S26 Ultra? I don't know. Again, mine's about to be delivered. It's literally on the next block, so I may have to jump up here when I hear the doorbell ring. I don't know, right? I got some other S26 Ultras in the house, but I'm not using them. So anything's better than my S25 Ultra. I'm on the beta program on my S25 Ultra. The battery life is insanely bad. I have to charge it twice a day. So anything's better than that. But I mean, theoretically, it should be better. Your CPU is more efficient, and your display uses less power than on the S25 Ultra. So just with those two things alone, you should get better battery life, right? Anything on the battery cycle on the S26 Ultra, it lower now? Yes, they did lower it. And look, I don't have I guess I could find it, but I'm gonna hurry. They did lower the cycle count, but it's still at like 3 years after usage. They'll start to turn down the battery capacity and or possibly slow the charging. It's not as bad as Google's, where they do it after 6 months. Samsung was, I think, at about 5 years. Then they toned down the battery capacity a little bit, and they bumped it up to 3 years. They start to do that. So if you plan on using your phone for more than 3 years, that may be an issue you have. But if you trade your phone in once a year, who cares, right? That's why I was so upset with Google for them doing it at 6 months. Like, Jesus, at least give us 1 year so we can upgrade to the new one before you degrade the battery, right? Man. Let's see here. Ordered the S26 Ultra even without magnets, but the battery life on the OnePlus 15 makes me... Yep. I said that yesterday on a video. Once you use a OnePlus 15, and then you go to any other phone. Well, I shouldn't say any other phone, because there are a couple of phones that have enormous batteries, but you get the point. Like going from a OnePlus 15 to an S26 Ultra, it's not even close. Not even close. I mean, OnePlus 15 charge every 2 days. It's crazy. Let's get into the sales real quick. So let me share the screen, and then we're going to get into issues you might see when you do get your S26 Ultra, if that's what you're interested in. So let me share this screen here. Check this out. So apparently S26 Ultra is very popular. Now this is for US. I know I have some people here watching me right now that are not in the United States, but I've heard in South Korea, their home base, the sales numbers are insane, record breaking. And I've heard in, is it Brazil or Argentina, South America, I think the numbers are very good. So we're gonna jump into this. The cameras, yeah, if you just got here, I mentioned in the very first part of this live stream, the cameras look really, really improved. And that's what I was saying earlier. I don't know what they did. It's literally the same hardware, these same camera sensors. S25 Ultra, S26 Ultra. S26 Ultra photo quality looks almost as good as Pixel, and whoa, I would never ever compare a Samsung to a Pixel. It looks badass. So I'm going to test that extensively here over the next few days. It looks good. I don't know what they did to it. I'm going to dig into it and find out. Obviously, they tinkered with the aperture, how much light comes in when you take a photo. I'm assuming that did the trick, but I'm like, well, why didn't they do this a year or two ago? Like, why? The cameras on my S25 Ultra suck. They suck. Video's good, but still photos, no. But it looks good this year, and I think that's why. But so sales numbers are in, and they look fantastic. So look at this. Since the unveiling, the S26 series has driven a robust early demand. Pre-order volume is up 25%. That's a lot. compared to the previous generation, with Galaxy S26 Ultra making up 80% of all pre-order sales. Now, that's not really big news. We all know the Ultra outsells the base S Galaxy model and the Plus model combined, right? And Samsung actually tweaked their manufacturing this year. They produced more Ultra models than all previous years because they anticipated another heavy sales period for the Ultra device. So they kind of, I think Samsung kind of geared up for a heavy sales year, but I think even these numbers were and/or are surpassing their expectations. Major carriers are reporting significant early momentum with more than 70% increase. 70% in pre-orders when compared to the S25 series. That is insane. You cannot tell me Samsung was expecting to see those numbers. And that's insane. Now, I see a ton of people. Like this person right here. They're going to wait for the Vivo Ultra and Oppo to compare. Maybe sell the S26. Okay. I've seen quite a few people saying that they're going to pass. And so I'm like, damn, are their sales that good? I've seen a lot of people in my comments have comment section in the last few days when I have S26 Ultra videos and say, yeah, I'm going to pass. And I'm shocked to see these numbers. I mean, when I saw this, I literally read it twice. I was like, what? 70%? Holy crap. Well, my S26 Ultra was just delivered. Give me a second so nobody steals it off my porch. The door is right here. Give me 1 second. Okay. S26 Ultra. There you go. So, I got mine. Nobody got it. You never know nowadays. And that's crazy. I've been waiting all day for it. And I've been doing our work from my home office. But I'm like, come on, I need to start recording. Where is it? And then what do you know? I told y'all, as soon as I hit live or record, something happens. I get all these phone calls. I get my cat's bothered me. I get deliveries, and for a large majority of the time I'm left alone during the day. It's just, I don't know. It's a YouTube. It's a something with YouTube. But all right, I'm not gonna open it now. We'll do it later. I want to get through this stuff because we have some interesting news. So yeah, I would too, except I regretfully entered in the beta program and it totally jacked my phone up. So I don't recommend doing that. I mean, I guess I could. Y'all want to see it real quick? I don't have a camera. I don't have a downward shooting camera, so I'm just gonna have to do it like this. And I don't have a knife or scissors to open it up. It's a black 512 gig. Pretty cool. Yeah, the cameras on here look really improved. So it's weird. These colors this year are really weird. when you see them in pictures, when you see them on YouTube videos, the colors look different with the naked eye. Don't know why it's like that, but I mean, the purple looks blue, the blue looks silver. Yeah, it is very cool. I'm excited. I'm really excited next week for the Nothing Phone 4a Pro. I plan on getting one of those, but I'm just happy because now I don't have to charge my phone twice a day. See what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited with that. Like I told you, my S25 Ultra is really screwed up, but I'll do I'm gonna have a lot of reviews here, camera reviews, battery life, charging, all sorts of stuff. So we will. I'll get that going here in the next day or so, but well, tomorrow. But I want to get back to these pre-order sales. I guess that's the rest of the article, but I'm kind of shocked seeing so many people order these phones. And again, it's really not much of an upgrade. It looks a little different. The wobble is insane. As far as if it's laying down flat on a flat surface, it's like a freaking seesaw, and that bothers me. But I think, again, before we move on, I think a lot of the people that did get this S26 Ultra are people that had older devices that it's just time to upgrade. You know, I mean, there's nothing really special about it. You know, it's kind of the same phone. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I'm going to record everything, and we shall see how it goes. So now check this out. So I want to get into some, you know what I need to check? Actually, this worked out perfect. When you get an S26 Ultra, roll right into the next story. Once you get an S26 Ultra, you're going to want to do one thing right when you open it up out of the box. Check for moisture in the camera lens. A small number of people, and I've been seeing this on Reddit, the number of people are growing. Apparently, while manufacturing these devices, I don't know if it's humidity in the warehouse. I don't know if it's a proper seal around that camera island. I had some really good ideas of why they were getting moisture underneath the camera lens. Let me show you the latest person that posted on Reddit what their S26 Ultra looked like right when they unboxed it, right? It didn't look, well, actually, I need to check mine. I was saying it didn't look like mine because mine's dry, but I actually didn't check. So we can check together right now. But you're gonna want to do this. Do not do anything if you see this. So this is the second person. On my live stream, my last live stream 2 days ago, there was a whole nother picture that I think it was a white one where there was moisture under the camera lens. Now let me check this right now. Maybe y'all can check for me. I haven't even looked. Damn it. Hang on. It appears to be okay because I think you'd be able to see it. Let me look under the light. Yeah, this one looks okay because you would definitely be able to tell if it looked like this. You would definitely be able to tell if it looked like that. That's not good. Now, I'm going to get into one other issue real quick before we get out of here. But now, again, I don't know how many people that this is affecting. I've seen... This is the second person to post a photo on the Reddit thread. And I've seen a few other people in the comments say they had... Now, were they lying? Were they just saying that? We don't know. They didn't post pictures, but they were saying that happened to them. And they found that Reddit thread through a quick Google search. Now, obviously, as more and more people get devices delivered today, tomorrow, throughout the week, even into next week, because there were some colors and storage models that were on back order, that's the first thing you do when you unbox it. Look at that. And for some reason, it's always on the bottom camera. At least the two devices from pictures that I've seen. Check to see if there's moisture. If there is, now look, I don't think it's going to be a huge amount of people, right? I mean, they're selling millions of these devices. Probably, I think they were estimated to sell 12 million S26 Ultras, and I think this pre-order phase is outselling even their projections. So you're looking at almost probably, I don't know, 15 million S25 Ultras. How many are going to have moisture in the lens? I hope not a lot, but theoretically, realistically, probably a few hundred, maybe. Hopefully it's not more. But if that's you or somebody you know, you're going to want to call Samsung. If you download the Shop Samsung app, they have a chat. Sign into your account, and they have a little chat. It's kind of hard. You got to go through the chat just to talk to somebody. It sucks, but you know, you're going to want to let them know. Obviously, document it. Take pictures like this. You want to prove, because you're going to want to return it, right? I mean, who wants to keep one of those? Your camera, your photos and videos would be all jacked up, be looking like you're going scuba diving, right? Samsung should not have any issue replacing these devices. Now, they have not made a statement in regards to this, but they might if more and more people start popping up with these issues or jumping online and saying, hey, look at my camera, it's got water in it. This will fall under warranty, and they will replace it for another phone, or you can get your money back, but you're going to want to do that first thing. Or if you get it from Best Buy, right, you can return it. They'll return it, no issue, no problem, right? Carriers, anything like that, you shouldn't have any issues, but you do want to check as soon as you open it. I don't think Samsung will make a statement unless this kind of snowballs. We're kind of in the early stage of this story. So depending on where this goes in the next week or so, they may have to make a statement. But I can guarantee you I can 99% guarantee you that they'll issue you a new phone with no questions asked, because it's kind of embarrassing, right? So they're like, here, hurry up and trade it so we can get these, so these don't show up online again. That's one issue. Now, here is a second issue that I want to show you about. Oh, not that, but look at this. So this happened to me a few years ago, and some S26 Ultra users are saying that this message is popping up on their screen. So what it is some early S26 buyers report seeing a message pop up on their screen saying this device isn't Play Protected certified. So what that is each device that has the Google Play Store installed on it is like certified Google Play or Google Play certified, meaning it's certified to run Android apps via the Play Store on your phone. And it will not if it's not certified. So that's kind of a problem, right? You get your new phone and you can't download or install any apps. It'll scare you at first because you're like, what? Did they give me a fake one? What the hell is going on? This happened to me, I want to say the last time I seen this message was on a Nexus 5X. Now, I've had an issue with that with a couple of Nexus devices, because I can remember it was the Nexus 5X, and then the one before that, it was like the Nexus 4 or something like that, before Pixel. So what you do if you see this message pop up, and this will pop up like when you sign into the device after you transfer your data, you'll see this when you go to the Play Store, and you're gonna be like, what the hell is not Play certified? A rather easy fix, but it can be a little startling at the beginning. So there's two ways, or if you do these two things, it should be easily fixed, is clearing the data from the Play Store. So if you go to your recents menu, if you open it up, open the Google Play Store up, go home, and then you go to your recents, and you'll see the little Google Play icon above the app in your recents menu. Long press or tap that to get the menu. I think you have to long press. Some of them are different, but I think you long press on it. Actually, I guess I can find out right now. So you go to your recents and you tap it, and tap that icon, and then you go to app info. And then what you're going to want to do is go down to storage, and you're going to want to clear the cache and then clear the data as well. So that'll clear everything in the background. Typically, just simply wiping the cache and data, close it out, and then reopen it should be fine. If that doesn't work, simply a device restart will help refresh it. And now that we know that Samsung has released the March security patch, you have a software update, a day one software update. I just put a YouTube short out on that. That should fix it. Now, I would be shocked. Everyone will have an update right out the box. I would be shocked if you did everything I just said. You cleared the cache and the data of the Play Store app. You rebooted your device and you updated the software with the March security patch, and then you still had that message. I would be shocked. Typically, it's an easy fix, but it does scare you kind of at first because you're like, you're not certified. What the hell? So that should solve the issues for that issue, for that problem. Now, I haven't seen. I'm always on the lookout for issues people have with new devices, and I'll certainly be on the lookout. If you're getting a S26 Ultra or considering getting one, make sure you subscribe to our eSIMstudios YouTube channel, because I have a ton of case reviews to do for this device, and I'm going to give most of them away to you. So I'm not even going to give away all of them. I'm going to keep a handful of them, my favorites, but I'm going to give most of them away. We'll do giveaways on these live streams, and I'll get your information behind the scenes after the stream is over, and I'll ship it to you. I see a few people in the chat that have won earbuds, Android boxes, cases. We did a bunch of case giveaways for the OnePlus 15, earbuds, all sorts of stuff we give away here. So it'll benefit you to subscribe to the channel, and you can win some free S26 Ultra accessories. You don't have any issues with yours? Good. Yeah, I'm hoping this one doesn't have any issues either, but no water in the camera lens to start out, so that's good. We'll see. Again, cameras look much improved, so I'm excited to get to start reviewing that stuff. You don't know what Samsung did with the last update, but the battery life on the S25 Ultra became trash in the last 3 months. Me too. That's why I'm upgrading. Why is my flashlight on? This is my daily driver. My S25 Ultra battery life sucks. I hope they don't turn into Apple, where they purposely degrade your battery to get customers to upgrade, right? But before we get out of here, and I actually have to run, maybe I'll save this for tomorrow. Sam, it looks like if you hold out and you're not going to upgrade, it looks like you have a very bright future with a potential Galaxy device down the line, because Samsung is totally redesigning the S27 series. It's going to have a new look. It's going to have all new camera sensors. And we just got word today that they're working on their very own silicon carbon batteries. We've been waiting on Samsung and Apple. I'm sure they have something in the lab. You know, all these big companies have R&D, research and development, that they're trying to work on new tech. And I guarantee you Apple's working on something. We just haven't gotten word of it. But it leaked. Samsung is actually working on silicon carbon batteries, so big in fact that they're actually 10,000 milliamp hour batteries and 12,000 milliamp hour batteries for future Galaxy devices. Now, they're not going to put them in the A series, right? The budget phones. They're going to strictly keep this for the flagship Galaxy series. So it looks like if you're going to hold out and you're going to skip this year on upgrading, I think the real upgrade is going to be with the S27 series, and at the very latest the S28, because if they don't introduce this new silicon carbon battery in the all new redesigned S27 series, they're definitely going to put them in the S28 series. I know that sounds like a long time down the road, but it's actually not. It's not that far away. So I got to run. I appreciate the time. I got to be somewhere here in a few minutes. I actually got to leave. But subscribe to the channel. I got tons of content on the way. If you got any questions in regards to S26 questions or anything at all, hit me up in the comments. I check them every day. I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Yeah, I got to roll, man. I got to be somewhere here in a few minutes, and I might be late like always. So I'm not even going to be able to sign into my S26 Ultra. I'm going to have to hit the road here. So yeah, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. I hope y'all have a fantastic day. And no worries. I will see y'all tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming up soon. So I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow. Please take care. Peace.